Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we have breaking news out of the NBA. Bucks have fired head coach Adrian Griffin. In his first year as an NBA head coach, Griffin has led the Bucks so far to a 30-13 record. They are the second place team in the Eastern Conference, and they have the second best record in the NBA. And what's crazy about this is in the offseason, the biggest advocate for the Bucks to sign Adrian Griffin was actually Giannis Antetokounmpo. And since Griffin has been hired, there has been multiple off-the-court situations with Griffin, such as, let's see here. Giannis has been losing faith in the coach, according to Chris Mannix of Sports Illustrated, and there have been multiple altercations with the team. Antetokounmpo and Griffin had a heated on-court disagreement in November, and Bobby Portis reportedly challenged the head coach during a locker room meeting following December's in-season tournament semifinal loss to Indiana, according to hoopsrumors.com. So there have been multiple issues between the players and Griffin. He was in his first year as a head coach, and before he was hired this year, of course, like I mentioned, Giannis did want him, and he has been mentioned as a top head coaching candidate for many teams before this year. And other than that, the Bucks, they may have made a huge mistake now because they were having an amazing team, winning a finals and going back to the playoffs each year with Mike Budenholzer. Of course, they did get rid of Drew Holiday, so it wouldn't have been quite the same. But Mike Budenholzer is still an amazing coach, and the Bucks just fired him just because they lost in the playoffs one time. I really didn't like the firing of Budenholzer when it happened. I didn't like the Adrian Griffin hiring even more. I didn't have any belief in him, really. And it says that Joe Prunty is expected to take over as the team's interim head coach, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. Joe Prunty has been the interim head coach for many other teams in the past, most recently the Hawks last season before they officially hired Quinn Snyder. He has also been the interim head coach for the Milwaukee Bucks in 2018 after Jason Kidd was fired as head coach. So Prunty has had some experience as a head coach, but just like his situation last year in Atlanta, he is not expected to be the full-time head coach as the team is in aggressive talks with Doc Rivers. And last thing I saw, they were looking at a deal. It says here that Doc Rivers is a strong contender for the permanent job, but Wojnarowski did say that Milwaukee is expected to look at a pool of accomplished veteran coaches, including Rivers. Doc Rivers has had some controversies, not an amazing coach, but he's definitely better than anything else the Bucks could probably get at this point in time. The best available is probably Mark Jackson, the Van Gundys. Maybe they could go with a college coach. There's not that much available right now. I think personally that they should hire Terry Stotts, but it says another candidate for the job is Kenny Atkinson. But I feel like one of the main reasons that Adrian Griffin was let go is because there's probably disagreement between him and Damian Lillard, because the Bucks on their staff as their lead assistant coming into the season had Terry Stotts, who was Damian Lillard's head coach his entire time in Portland until the last couple of years when they hired Billups. So I feel like Griffin letting go of Stotts is one of the main reasons that this firing did happen, because it probably caused a lot of disrespect feeling to, let's see what that says. Oh, it's just a Malika Andrews story on Adrian Griffin's firing from Adrian Wojnarowski, so that's why I was looking at it. But yeah, it probably didn't help that Terry Stotts was fired for Damian Lillard, since that was the guy that he started his career playing with. The Bucks have had an amazing offense this year, though, probably just because they upgraded Drew Holiday to one of the best scorers in NBA history, Damian Lillard. But their offense has been second in the NBA in offensive rating this year, but 22nd in defensive rating, which is definitely worse than last year, but they did have Drew Holiday, who is one of the best on-ball defenders in NBA history. So the Bucks, breaking news. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave your reactions below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.